Like it like that. I love that song. Hello, my name is George Mason. Welcome to my channel, and I hope you like it. And I'm going to be doing some different things in regards to talking about topical stuff and some old school stuff because I'm old school. So I have to go back down that road and then bring it up to date as well. Keep the old to the new and just explore certain things from my perspective. And basically that's how, what I see in life, how people view life from their perspective. And basically that's all you really can do, and have your outlook and respect other people's opinions and their perspective, because that's who they are and that's what they have basically as a point of reference for the most part. Well, as I said, I'll tell you, just give you a brief introduction. I'll be doing shows from time to time. But first and foremost, as I said, I want to tell you a little something about myself. I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been doing this for 30 years in the business, in the game. And have you heard of me? Have you seen me before? I don't know. And it's interesting because I never really tried to be famous or to reach that next level, if you will. It's my grandmother, there's an old saying, be careful what you ask for, what you wish for. Fame is not for everybody. A lot of people can't handle fame. Don't know if that was the case with me, but I see how people are, how people react to if you have a good show, if you have a bad show, how people are in general. They crave the fame, to be famous and to be around fame or in the life, that kind of thing. Money, they say money breeds contempt. And there's some truth to that. There's a lot of validity to that. And I had a little taste of, like when I was younger, when I was 10 years old, of fame, if you will, or to have notoriety. I was an athlete, a young athlete and a good athlete, played basketball, football. And my name was in the papers for the most part. I'm getting ahead of myself. But the whole thing that I want to keep in perspective is, I don't know if fame is good or bad. I started when a lot of my contemporaries came behind me, like Tracy Morgan, Bill Bellamy, those cats. They have money, they have fame, and they're good. They're comfortable, they make a great living. And do I envy them? No, not at all. I'm happy for their success and happy that they're doing what they're doing. Me, at that time, I was working on the road. I was a road comedian, a road hog, doing my thing out on the road. But I had a habit. I had a drug habit, cocaine, crack. I drank a lot. And I'm 63 years old, by the way. I might not look it, but I'm 63. And you will say, well, damn, George, 63. You haven't made it by now. What are you waiting for? I'm pacing myself. Was that funny? I don't know. But in the reality, that's because I like to have something for down the road. Okay. When I was getting high, basically that's all that really mattered to me. It's in my world, amongst the crackheads, I was the man. I had made it, so I was good there, but I did a lot of things as far as like, when I say a lot of things as far as working and opening up for major acts and stuff, and Jerry Butler, Dionne Warwick, Sinbad, Martin Lawrence, Tracy Morgan, Frank Gorshin, Soupy Sales, Rochelle Farrell, John Lucian, Gato Barberi. The list just goes on and on. And it was great experiences, and worked for thousands of people at times on major stages, auditoriums, arenas, and such and so on. Worked with back in the day with Busta Rhymes when he was with Leader of the New at Syracuse University. That was a good show. It was hot, and that's when Busta and Charlie Brown and Dingo Ding, they did their thing, and working for a younger crowd. And my material, I do observational stuff. I stay topical, but I stay within the frame, within the cut, where I'm relatable and I'm funny, so it kept me busy. It kept me, as I said, on the road 46 weeks out of the year, and down south, all around. I was in Cancun, Mexico. I had a ball. It was nice. But then again, as I say, if I had achieved, say, major success back then, it wouldn't have did me any good. I probably would have ended up in the Hollywood Hills with Dr. Drew, on his show with Dennis Rodman and Lindsay Lohan, hanging out with Flavor Flav. It wouldn't have been a good look for me. A lot of people just don't wear fame well. Look at Nick Nolte. He's fucked up in the game. You ever see Nick? See him lately? He's twisted, okay? But, hey, Nick, it is what it is. Hey, sorry, I don't know. But yeah, so it's like that. Like I said, I was 10 playing ball and people hanging off, my jockstrap basically, because I was good. I was all city when I went to high school, played at Bayside High School, did my thing there. And I'm getting ahead of myself because it was an incident that happened, and I'm going to talk about it in detail, but not right now. But basically, I just, as I said, wanted to go down the road of giving the introduction of who I am, briefly scratching the surface, because I'm going to be posting on a regular basis videos and I will do some stand-up, introduce my act, interwoven into what I want to talk about, topical for the day. I fashion myself as a dating coach, a life coach, if you will, because of the experience that I do have. So I am qualified in those areas, and I can talk about the streets. Not really a street individual, street cat, if you will, but I do know the streets. That's why I never ventured into the streets. I like to read. I will be introducing a book every time I do a video for suggestive reading for this generation. I love the old school. That's where I'm from. The music gets no better than that. We said something. We talked. We were in love. We sung about love. We knew what love was. And this day and age, this generation, they need to be introduced or reintroduced into what communication, respect, and that whole game. What my grandmother taught. My grandmother instilled a lot of learned stuff into me, and I appreciate it. I value it. And I miss that woman. God bless her. She was a hell of a cook as well. But I'm gonna go that with Mama. I call her Mama, Big Mama. Her words of wisdom. She'd be cooking and she'd be dropping mad knowledge, science, jewels, if you will, with her, her infinite wisdom. Mother didn't graduate. I don't know if she even went to junior highs. I don't know, because she came along in that era where you had to work. Her father was a slave. And she was a domestic, but she was a learned woman. She was brilliant, wise woman. And I value every second I was with her for what she taught me, and she'd be cooking and just dropping jewels, bombs, and I'd be soaking it in. I always say to her, Mama, what did that mean? And she said, baby, when you get older, you'll understand. It'll come to you. She said, six of one, half a dozen of the other. I said, Mama, what that mean? She said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him, it was just like, it just went on and on. And that all stayed with me. Yeah, I probably have 1,001 of those. My mother, God bless the dead as well. I love that lady. I miss her. And I'm speaking to her one day on the phone. It's a while ago, it's a minute ago. And I said, I'm talking. She said, Daryl, that's my middle name. It's George Daryl Mason. And she said, Daryl, you sound just like mother. And that was a compliment to me. It was a high compliment, to sound like her. But I knew what she meant, because it's just in me. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Keep it positive, and always like I learned, like, use your time wisely, whatever it is. As we know, the days time goes so fast. When you look up, you're young now, or you might be young, and before you realize it, you're like, oh man, like, wow, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 40s. Where did time go? Where did it go? That's just how it is. You just don't realize it as you're going through the stages and process of life, because people make plans. They say, well, if you want to make God laugh, make plans. And we do. We plan our day, we plan for our vacation, we plan for everything. you know Contentment, what is that? To be content, to be have contentment within, to have peace. uh, you have to have an understanding of self to some degree before you can go inside and then have that peace within. And it comes from a spiritual base, to have God in your life, the Most High, Jehovah God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The first five books of the Bible, the Holy Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. That's the Old Testament, the Torah. I'm not going to get too deep off into that right now. I just, as I said, just wanted to give you an introduction, brief, as into who I am and what I'm about. I want to keep it on a positive note, keep it uplifting. I want to try to at least extend a hand out to this generation and to turn them on to um, some good stuff, to let them know that we care, that, we have their vested interests at heart. They, I think, feel abandoned for the most part. But again, I want to talk about that on a later show, another show. And any suggestions, I welcome it. And please like, subscribe, comment. I have one comedy tape. I have some old stuff that I have to transfer. In this generation, in this day and age, I'd hate to say that I am lazy, and I am lazy for certain things, and I shouldn't be. Again, that's another reason why I'm not further in my career as I should be. I'm lazy, to be quite frankly with you, to be candid, as they say. If I had a little bit more, not even drive, but just the initiative to go further, to be, a superstar, if you will, in the game. I have the talent. We all have the talent. We all are qualified to achieve a level of success, if you will, whatever success, that you're seeking or whatever. But again, um, thank you for tuning in for now. I just I'm gonna leave you with that song. I like it like that, just the tail end of it. And there'll be more to come for sure. As I say, I want to introduce you to my brand of comedy, how I do it. I'm a traditional throwback, as they say, from the mold of real stand-up comedians and such. And I'll tell you who my favorites were. You probably could guess. Uh, but my football coach, and he used to always say, be a student of the game. Whatever game it is, you have to study, to be good at it. Be a student of the game. Mike Tyson is a student of his game. He understands, he knows what boxing is, and he loves it. I love stand-up. I love life. I love people. And that's where I'm coming from, basically. I want to say God bless you all. You guys have a great day. May God bless you. Have a blessed day. And all the best. I'll look for you for my next video that I release, my next tape. And there you go. Huh? Thank you, baby.